Hey, what's up, everybody? Video 44 coming at you in another video. All right, so the LA Lakers are playing the Atlanta Hawks tonight at 7:30 p.m. in Los Angeles, and the first thing that comes to mind for me, of course, is Anthony Davis's injury. He had an eye injury in the last game where uh, Jackson Davis hit him square in the eye on a freak play, and ended up giving him a pretty bad eye injury that kicked him out of the game and ultimately sent us spiraling within that game. There's good news. He will likely be a game time decision if everything continues to be as it is right now, around 11 a.m. Pacific time. That's how he's listed. And as I told you guys yesterday, and listening to one of the docs on YouTube, he was essentially saying that he expected it to be an injury that would otherwise heal up quickly unless there was some type of serious setback or something of that nature. But it looks like he may be able to give it a go tonight, and then we don't play again till later on the week, Friday. So he will have plenty of time for that to heal up 100%. But he'll probably go tonight and put goggles on. So that's the good news. The second thing we want to mention, of course, it's just that the Atlanta Hawks are playing not so great ball, although they did win a game last night, so that could be turned. They could be turned the corner. They played against the Los Angeles Clippers, where they won rather easily. Jalen Johnson is back healthy 100%, and Sadiq Bey is now out, so that gives him even more minutes to play. DeAndre Hunter is healthy right now for a change, and he's been playing very well. He also had a big game against the Clippers. So they have a team that has a lot of forwards. They rebound the ball very well, and DeJounte Murray shooting the ball very well. In fact, he shot made over 4 threes, or at 4 threes over the last 5 games, if I'm not mistaken. Each game he's had over 4 threes. So you got to respect his ability to stretch the floor right now. You also got to respect the rebounding prowess of a Clint Capella, who's playing well, who's healthy. He's been grabbing boards like crazy, averaging over 10 boards this season, and has been getting above that for the last 5 games. So although they've lost some games, they've lost 3 of their last 5. They had an impressive win against the Clippers that did have PG and Kawhi on the floor out there. So, that's an impressive win on here in LA. And the very next night, it's a back-to-back for them. They got to come in and see us. So they're coming in hot. They're coming in with a lot of confidence. They feel good about the shot falling. They shot 50% from behind the arc last night as a team. And, we got to deal with the fact that we've been giving up three-point shots rather open as of late. It's the Golden State Warriors. They shot well. Sacramento shot extremely well, etc. So that's really what it is. I think it's an interesting point that the Lakers have lost. The last 3 games the Lakers have lost have been against California teams, the Golden State Warriors, and 2 against Sac. Everybody else we've been able to beat. So this is going to be an interesting game. Of course, I'd like to think the Lakers will show up for this one, put a lot of energy into this one, given the fact that they have 3 days rest ahead. You don't have to reserve any energy. You leave it all on the line. You're going to be able to sleep every day till Friday. So that's what I'm hopeful the Lakers will do. Of course, we do want to practice this week and all those different things, but no in-game play. As we talked about yesterday, the Houston Rockets are hot on our tail. They're on a 5-game winning streak with bad teams ahead, so we need to win to keep ourselves not only from falling any further out into 10th, but further out and getting overrun. The Dallas Mavericks beat the Denver Nuggets last night on a Kyrie Irving hook shot, buzzer shot, which was spectacular. So they're starting to get their act together. We need to get ours together. So that's really what it comes down to. The Atlanta Hawks, before this basketball game they just played last night against the Clippers, they had lost 3 straight. They lost the likes of Note, which is Utah Jazz. They got the little note as their emblem, so I call them Note. The Portland Trail Blazers got them, and so did the New Orleans Pelicans. So they're here and there. They're not really that great of a team. Of course, Trae Young is going to be out probably for the rest of the season. I haven't heard anything about him coming back anytime soon. They did lose, as I said, Sadiq Bey to a knee injury. He's out for the season, which I think is addition by subtraction because he's incredibly hot and cold for them. You look at certain games, he doesn't miss a shot. You look at other games, he's 1 for 12 from behind the arc. I'm not a Sadiq Bey guy, but that allows for them to play Jalen Johnson and DeAndre Hunter more. So I think they're a little better for it. Of course, Bogey, you got to pay attention to Bojan Bogdanovic out there. Is fantastic shooter, a starter for them. They got a guy by the name of Victor Krejci. I think that's how you say his name in the starting lineup. Doesn't really do a lot for them statistically, but he's there, so be aware of him. And you know they're going to be having some game time decisions for some guys coming back. Seth Lundy is a game time decision. He's been out for a couple games, I believe, and another player as well. I can't remember exactly who that name was. It's gone blank, but they may be getting some new guys back in the lineup. Maybe we can take advantage of that shakeup in the lineup. But all in all, you got to worry about DeJounte Murray. He's been scoring like a madman. A couple nights ago, he had 40 points. He's just having a fantastic season. And obviously the Lakers didn't trade for him, so I'm pretty sure him coming into this building, having it been his only appearance in this building against the Lakers, he's going to want to have a big game, man. He is. So we need to be aware that DeJounte Murray is somebody that could probably attack us the same way as some of the other guards that we have a hard time defending. That's why we wanted him on the team, period. So I expect for him to have a pretty solid, if not great, night tonight. But Jalen Johnson is really who you need to worry about. Jalen Johnson, to me, is the best player on the team right now. And he's, like I said, he was out for about a week or so, about 2 weeks ago. But he's been back, and he's been ramping up his play. So between him and the resurgence of DeAndre Hunter, who's playing some of the best ball of his career right now, you got two forwards to seriously consider. And given the fact they just outdo Kawhi and PG, they're coming in hot, man. They're coming in hot. This is a tall team, a long team, a rebounding team. They're not very deep, but they don't need to be, because the guys that they are playing at that that they're running in rotation can demand big minutes. They're young guys entering their prime, if not in their prime, ready to go. So that's what it is with the Atlanta Hawks. Their roster has been condensed because of these injuries, but I think they may be a little more balanced right now, given the fact that Trae Young is a guy who's going to be controlling the ball so much it doesn't allow them to get the most out of DeJounte, etc. DeJounte Murray is more of a pass-first kind of point guard that's going to get other people involved, make them more of a cohesive bunch, probably more defensive-minded, puts more defenders on the floor. Onyeka Okongwu is out. He's not going to be playing tonight, so that's a real good thing for us in theory, in terms of the boards and their depth at the center position. We definitely don't want Okongwu down there too much, given the fact he has a lot of ties to this state. He played with LaMelo in high school and all of that stuff, so we definitely know that he would play big tonight if he were available, and I do not believe he will be available. Kobe Buffkin's dealing with a toe injury as well, the young rookie that they picked up in the draft. Not going to be given it to go tonight. So that's really what it is, man. I think it was Bogey that's a game time decision. He wasn't on the injury report yesterday, but he may slip out of this particular matchup, which would help us a great deal, because he's a fantastic player in general, but specifically a three-point shooter. So he was on the injury report as a game time decision. This is a team in 10th place, just like we are in the Eastern Conference. You know, they are fighting for their lives. I don't know that they have a team behind them like we do. The Houston Rockets hot on their tail, but you don't know what can change. The Brooklyn Nets are behind them. I forgot who the other team is as well, but not really that close. But nevertheless, I'm sure they would love to get at least home court advantage in their play-in tournament game, and I think they're like 2 games behind the Chicago Bulls for that opportunity. So they're going to be fighting for their lives tonight. They need to win basketball games, having dropped 3 straight before the Clipper win. And I know they're going to come in hot, man. I just know it. They shot well in this building last night. And so they've been on the road for a while. And, you know, I'm pretty sure they're ready to get some victories in this situation. And so they're especially motivated to beat us. You know, this is a team that we negotiated a lot with, trying to make deals with, refused to give them Austin Reeves, that sort of thing. They did beat us in the previous matchup. It was one of those embarrassing losses on the road that we had about 2 months ago, where we had beat all the good teams on the road trip but lost to the Houston Rockets and the Atlanta Hawks rather easily. And I think we were missing somebody. It might have been Braun or something in that game. But nevertheless, we did not play our greatest basketball against the Atlanta Hawks, and they really did mow us down rather easily in that last matchup. So we owe them one, man. Ain't no reason for us to lose the season series to the Atlanta Hawks. That's just, I know we're not that great of a team, but we're better than them. So long as we respect what it is that they do well. They can shoot the ball well and they rebound well. They're definitely going to be crashing the boards. You know, Clint Capella is playing some great ball right now on the glass specifically, and I would not be surprised to see him get 15 boards tonight. Not at all. He's basically been doing that every night. So this is a really good team again we're facing tonight as it pertains to where they're at in terms of how hot they are. Having beaten the Clippers last night, they're a young team. They shouldn't be too tired, that kind of thing. DeJounte Murray, highly motivated. DeAndre Hunter, highly motivated. We drafted him and traded him away in that KD trade. So these are guys that are going to play well in this building, man. That's what it really comes down to. Jalen Johnson's making a name for himself, probably hoping to get most improved player, although I think he probably won't. It'll probably go to Kobe White in Chicago, but it's between those two, in my opinion, although that award sometimes goes to like really great players who get a lot better, which I think is absolutely stupid. Most improved should go to guys you've never heard of who get marginally better, or guys who haven't played well and then suddenly get better. But that's not how that goes. Sometimes they end up giving it to superstars, which I literally loathe. But nevertheless, those are the guys that are up for most improved, and I think Jalen Johnson will make a great case for himself tonight if he balls out against the Lakers on our floor. Now, of course, speaking of our floor, in the last game we had shot clock issues. I'm assuming we've fixed those issues. It's been over 24 hours. They should have gotten a new shot clock in there. It shouldn't be the same type of thing that we saw against the Golden State Warriors. That was the worst product probably we've seen in years. Overall, the game and just the replay system and just all of it was bad. So hopefully we can get some synergy out there tonight with our officials and have a much better product to watch tonight, because Laker games are not supposed to suck. Win or lose, we're supposed to enjoy the product, and quite honestly, that Golden State game was an abomination to the eyes. It really was. So, yeah, man, that's what it is. I don't know what else to say other than the Lakers are wearing their yellow uniforms at home, which we love to see. It doesn't happen too often for some strange reason in this league. And the Hawks will be wearing their black road uniforms against us. And so hopefully we can beat those off of them, basically. At the end of the day, you got to crash the boards. You need everybody to shoot well. And if Anthony Davis doesn't happen to play tonight, you're really at a disadvantage to this team with their center. Clint Capella's going to push you around. That's really what I got to say there. Our injury report is the same. Nothing's changed there. As far as the guys you expect to be out, Gabe Vincent, Chris Wood, Gabe Vincent. Did I already say his name? Probably said it twice. What's his name? Cam Reddish is also out. So all the guys you expect to be out are out. Colin Castleton out. So yeah, that's kind of how that's going right there, man. We're just not getting a whole lot healthier too fast, but hopefully with these long layoffs throughout the course of the middle of the week, we can get somebody back. At least one or two of those guys can get back out there. I didn't mention what's our other guy? Vando, he's still out. So, guys are trying to get back on the court, though. They're taking their time, and they should. I think that's the most important thing, so that we don't rush people back and then have setbacks, just like we've had with Cam Reddish so many times this season. So, yeah, man, praying for that this is one of the last games where we're this injured as a team, because, my God, man, injuries have really plagued this season. So, that is what it is, man. That is exactly what's going on down there. Hopefully the Lakers can bounce back from two bad losses against SAC and Golden State. And, yeah, man, we'll be watching at 7:30 tonight. So that's pretty much what I got to say. Not going to get too much into what players' tendencies were and stuff like that. That last game was so hard to watch. I just blotted it out of my mind. I don't remember who played well in that game. I don't remember who didn't. That game was an abomination. It really was. I hated every second of it. So I'm just hopeful that the guys who've been shooting well throughout the course of the week, guys like Austin Reeves, who found his three-point shot, although I thought he shot poorly in the last game. I think that's how that went, but 11 points. He had a bad game. Hopefully he can bounce back against a team that really coveted him this trade season. So it would be great to see him play well against them and justify that. D'Angelo Russell's been struggling the last two games, so we need him to step up, play better. Rui Hachimura's been hot and cold, offensively, defensively not as good as well, so we need him to have a bounce-back game from what I don't even remember how he did against Golden State, but we need him to have a bounce-back game. I think he had a good first half. I think that's how that went. Bron was fantastic in the last game. We need him to continue to be, because he definitely was not available at high capacity against the Sacramento Kings. And AD, of course, the masked AD, goggle AD. AD Abdul-Jabbar or whatever. You know what I mean? It's going to be that kind of thing tonight if he does give it a go. So I'd be lying if I said I'm excited. The Lakers have really taken the wind out of my sails as a fan. I'm not excited about any games anymore these days. I'm just tired, man. I'm exhausted of this season. It's been a roller coaster that has not been very fun to ride. It's just not. So hopefully we can start the process of being a really good team right now against some Eastern Conference foes that we should be able to beat. We got Philadelphia coming up on Friday, and then we got the Pacers, the team that we beat in the in-season tournament championship, coming up twice over the next 2 weeks. You know what I mean? It's gonna be interesting. And I gotta say this now. I'll probably mention it several times, but there's a game coming up on the 6th of April at 12:30. I don't know how I'm gonna do everything I need to do as normal, because the same time that damn game starts is the same time I'm checking out of the room I'm in. So it's like I'm going to be in transit as that game goes along. So I don't know if I'm going to have the halftime video available to you. Depending on how the day flows, I should be able to do the second half of the video, the end, review without any trouble. I don't think I should be settled where I'm going by 3:30 at the end of that game. But I check out at 12. The game's at 12:30. That's just the worst possible scheduling for my situation. But it is what it is, man. There's no way, shape, or form that's going to waver to what I can see right now. So I just want everybody to be aware. On the 6th of April, I believe we play New Orleans. It might be the last game of the season, I think that is. We play at 12:30, and it could be a little shaky in regards to me being able to give you a halftime video for that game, or even be able to watch that game at all if the day doesn't go well. So it just is what it is, man. Y'all know about it early. But, yeah, man, that's what's up, man. For now, I should be good to go for this one. I'll have a halftime video and a post-game video for that. But, yeah, I'm really bummed about how that's going to go 3 Saturdays from now, which is not close, but it'll come soon. So it is what it is, man. I hope everybody has a great day watching the Atlanta Hawks Lakers 7:30 here in Los Angeles. And hopefully we can feel great about this team after this game, man. I want this team to finish the season strong. This has been a bad season for our standards, but as long as there's games left to play, we still have an opportunity to turn that around. And I'm optimistic that we may be able to, man. It's a lot against us. I get that. I've said that. I talked about it yesterday in my rant that I encourage you guys to watch. But, there's a lot of time left. There's still a lot of story left to tell about this season. And so if we go on a nice long run, then we'll feel great about this season. If we can finish this last 14 games strong and get most of these wins, then we'll go into the postseason, quote-unquote postseason, playing tournament hot. And so we'll feel a lot different than we do right now. But right now, where we're at, you know what I mean? It just is what it is. It's not very good stuff going on. So that's what I got to say, man. Everyone enjoy the game. BDL44. I thank y'all for watching. Wow.